Honestly, I have brilliantly used those laws.
Donald Trump is defending, some say even bragging about how he has used tax law to his advantage over the years. He responded to a New York Times report that said he might have avoided paying taxes for up to 18 years. The Times reported Trump took a $916 million loss in 1995 and that he could have used those losses to avoid paying federal taxes for years. News 4's Dave Graber looked at whether this is shady or smart business. Dave?
Well, the short answer, Nalina, it's just smart business. And what's called tax avoidance or tax optimization isn't just something that's available to the wealthy. Local CPAs say it's among the most common approaches with their clients. So far, the biggest October surprise of the presidential campaign is a sneak peek into the tax filings of Donald Trump.
I have legally used the tax laws to my benefit.
Published over the weekend, the Times reported Trump claimed to the IRS a business loss of more than $915 million in 1995. That big of a hit means Trump could have shielded himself from paying federal income taxes for years.
I have brilliantly used those laws.
There's nothing illegal about Trump not paying federal income taxes for years because of those steep losses he reported in the mid-90s. In fact, tax avoidance or tax optimization is among the most common advice by CPAs like Mark Tronconi, the senior tax partner with Tronconi, Segarra & Associates in Williamsville.
We talk about it with our clients all the time. You are allowed to plan your affairs to avoid tax. You're just not allowed to plan your affairs to evade tax.
In other words, federal tax laws allow for the claim, and not just because your last name is Trump.
If you think about it, your business actually lost money. You'd want to be in a position to be able to either recoup the taxes or use that loss to shelter future income. It's only fair.
He didn't pay any federal income tax.
While those on the left are critical of the revelation, insinuating the GOP nominee isn't paying his fair share, Trump backers are celebrating a smart approach to business.
The man's a genius. He knows how to operate the tax code.
Is he a genius?
I don't know if he's a genius, but I will say he's a smart businessman because he's actually probably already hired the best attorneys and the best accountants to help him manage his taxable income.
Now, there are perhaps more questions than answers surrounding Trump's tax filings, even now before this weekend's story. After all, it's just a small window into what are literal mountains of paperwork that have been accumulated over the years. And whether he's going beyond the very legal and very common tax avoidance would only be known if those returns are disclosed to the public. Live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 5:30.